Note: this script is written as a template. Once you record and upload your first videos, replace the bracketed numbers and details with your real results before recording this one. This format performs best when the numbers are genuinely yours. 30 days ago, I started using AI to try to build real income, starting from nothing. No audience, no past clients, just AI tools and a plan. Today I'm giving you the full, honest breakdown. The real number, the weeks that worked, the weeks that didn't, and exactly what I'd do differently if I started over. Week 1 was slow, and I want to be honest about that instead of skipping it, because most videos skip the slow part, and that's exactly why people quit. I spent the first few days figuring out which service to offer and sending outreach messages to local businesses. Out of my first batch of messages, only a small handful replied. This is completely normal, and if you're in this stage right now, it does not mean the method is broken. By the end of week 1, I had landed my first small paying project. Insert your real first client amount here. It wasn't a huge number, but it was proof the entire system actually works, and that mattered more than the dollar amount itself. Week 2 is where things started moving faster, because I stopped starting from scratch every time. I built a simple system, the same core prompts, reused and slightly adjusted for each new client, which meant every new project took a fraction of the time the first one did. This is the week I'd tell any beginner to pay close attention to, because building a repeatable system is what actually creates momentum. By the end of week 2, I had picked up insert number more clients, bringing my running total to insert real total. I also started noticing which type of client was easiest to close, and leaned into that specific type going forward instead of spreading myself across every kind of business. Week 3 is when I introduced a digital product, something people could buy without me doing any custom work at all. Using AI to build the core content, I created, describe your product, and priced it at insert price. This became the first source of income that didn't require me trading time for every single dollar. By the end of week 3, between client work and product sales, my running total reached insert real total. This was also the week I made my biggest mistake, which I want to be upfront about. Insert your real mistake. For example, underpricing a service, taking on a client that wasn't a good fit, or spending too much time on one low-paying task. I'm including this because most people only show you the wins, and that gives a completely unrealistic picture of what this actually looks like. Week 4 was about refining, not expanding. Instead of chasing new tactics, I focused on what was already working. The same outreach message, the same core service, the same digital product, and simply did more of it. By day 30, my final total came out to insert your real final number. Here's what I'd tell anyone starting this today. The first week will likely be your slowest, and that's not a sign to quit. It's just the normal cost of starting from zero. The real turning point isn't a better AI tool. It's building a repeatable system and creating one thing you can sell more than once. And the biggest lesson from my own 30 days is that consistency and outreach mattered more than any single prompt, tool, or trick I used. If you're thinking about starting your own 30-day AI income challenge, my advice is simple. Pick one service, one audience, and commit to daily outreach for the full month before judging whether it's working. Most people quit around week 2, right before momentum actually starts to build. If you want to see the exact prompts, messages, and system I use throughout these 30 days, I've broken all of that down in earlier videos, linked right there on screen. Subscribe if you want to follow along with month 2, where I'm aiming to build on everything from this first 30 days. See you in the next one.